Hello, 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 hello. Please remain calm. I'm here to help. Ah, yes, you can call me the doctor. Yes, I know that it's a bit confusing right now. There has been a amnesia bomb that's gone off in the general facility, so you may not be quite so sure of yourself at the moment. You are what is known as an Ood. No, not odd. You are not odd. I certainly don't think so. You are an Ood. Um, well, technically, you're a form of cephalopod humanoid. That is what you are feeling at the front of your face right now. And those are you eating, by the way, and I believe you can also do some rather fun party tricks with them. Yes, in your hand, you would normally have your second brain. Unfortunately, some rather unpleasant individuals here have removed your second brain. Yes, it's not very nice. This has unfortunately badly affected your ability to reason and to have self-will determination. But don't you worry, I'm here to help. I'm the doctor. Uh, it's a bit complicated, but I'm a little over 1,000 years old, and I travel all through time and space, popping about, and I try to help people just like you. Well, here's what happened. It seems that a few individuals, the rather unpleasant people who are known as Cybermen, yes, rather metallic fellows with a handle on their head, they thought they would rather infect your second brains. This is somewhat complicated because, you see, humans, which resemble me, though I am not a human, Gallifreyan, 2 hearts, uh, removed the second brain from many of your compatriots and made them into a bit of slaves, which I'm not a fan of, I'd like you to know, and have been using them as servants for many centuries. I was able to put an end to this and help your people find their culture and not have their second brains removed. But apparently, the Cybermen got hold of this idea and thought that that's some good thinking there. And what the humans had done is they replaced your second brain with a cybernetic attachment that allowed you to communicate easily with humans. And they, Cybermen, decided, well, what if we got in on this action? And instead of replacing your second brain, they were going to put a chip in your normal brain, and that chip was going to slowly transform you into Cybermen. This would have been most unfortunate because it would have spread through the entire Ood culture, and there would suddenly have been millions and millions of extra Cybermen all at once, and as unfortunately happens, Earth would have been doomed. Now, myself, with a little help from a few friends of mine, were able to stop this from happening. It's actually quite a fun tale. Unfortunately, those of you who were already affected, well, we did have to remove your second brain because it was already infected, and if we did not do so, you were going to turn into a Cyberman who would be at the whim of the Cybermen for the rest of your life. And I did not want that to happen. So, I am here to help you. Now, unfortunately, I do not possess the ability to regrow your second brain as it should be. But what we are going to be able to do is we're going to be able to incorporate the elements of the human's cyber brain that they had to hold in your hand, and we're going to use that to augment your original second brain, replace your original second brain, and actually kind of take it up a notch so that you'll have even more abilities than before. You will essentially become a super Ood. I like the sound of that. If there was a comic called The Super Ood, I would totally read it. Now, here's the thing. We need your second brain, and wherever are we going to get that? Well, it's a bit of a long story, but originally, quite a while ago, I was actually a lodger at a rental house. I suppose these details don't really matter to you too much, but as part of that, I got to play a little bit of football. And while I was on my way here, I picked up something that I saw. It is a paperweight. It is a paperweight that looks like a football. And so what we are going to do is we're going to install your new chipset into this paperweight. It's actually going to be lighter before. I'm going to use a little bit of Gallifreyan technology. It's going to be a little bit bigger on the inside so you can store some snacks in there, things like that. And in addition, you will be able to function at approximately 600 times faster processing speed for your second brain than from your original organic brain. This will have a few other effects. You will be able to, for a very short amount of time, be able to actually slow or speed up the localized time around you. Again, it's a bit of a Gallifrey thing. The reason that this is part of it is because of the technology that I need to use comes directly from my TARDIS. Well, I certainly don't want to get into the TARDIS right now. It's that blue box over there, time and space, bigger on the inside. Lovely girl. Another time. But what we are going to do is we're going to put that technology in here, and we're going to run a cable right into your original brain and connect this. Once we do, you are going to have a little bit of adjustment speed because you're going to be thinking faster, you're going to be acting faster, you're going to be more powerful than any Ood who has ever lived throughout time. And this is why I especially wanted to talk to you. There are so many people who have hurt the Ood throughout time. Humans have hurt the Ood. Not all of them, but some have hurt the Ood. The Cybermen have hurt the Ood. Many have treated your kind with unkindness, even though your race is gentle and good and helpful. Many have used you for nefarious ends or simply as slaves, and I do not want to see that happen. You have the ability to be the best Ood. You have the ability to be the greatest Ood. You can lead your people into a new era. You can teach them how to think for themselves. You can train them to resist programming from outside species. Or you can take a darker path. You can take a path that will lead to vengeance and death and murder. Let me tell you, that is not a road that you want to go down. Because eventually, if you do, I will be there to stop you. But I have faith. I like you. And I think that with this new brain, you are going to be the best. You are going to help your people, and you're going to have such a spiffy little second brain to talk about. And I've put a few videotapes of me in there playing the football, and I think you'll enjoy them. But that's just a little bit extra for me. You'll also have the option to put a perception filter on this, so if you wanted to look like the original second brain of your people, that's fine, or the sphere that many of your people still have from their, let's call it what it is, enslavement. It can look like that as well. Or if you just like the football and want to keep that, that's up to you as well. So we're going to get cracking now. We're going to add this to your original brain, and we're going to save all the Oods. Are you ready? All right, let's head into the TARDIS